Have you ever wondered what happens when two worlds collide? The soulful voice of one of the greatest musicians of our time and the enigmatic charm of a Hollywood star whose every move sparks conversation? Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear is the untold story of how Dakota Johnson not only walked into Chris Martin's life, but completely changed it forever. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to HOLLYNEWS TV, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe love has the power to transform even the most private celebrities? Let us know. We want to hear from you. Chris Martin, the legendary frontman of Coldplay, has lived a life in the spotlight for over 2 decades. From sold-out stadium tours to chart-topping hits, he's been adored by millions. Yet behind the fame, his journey has been filled with challenges, failed relationships, emotional struggles, and the never-ending pressure of global stardom. For years, fans wondered if Martin could ever find the balance between his music and his personal life. And then, Dakota Johnson appeared. The world knew her as the fearless actress who broke boundaries in Hollywood, but for Chris Martin, she became something much more profound. Their story began quietly, far away from flashing cameras. In the beginning, their relationship was shrouded in secrecy. The pair avoided interviews, dodged paparazzi, and refused to confirm rumors. This silence only fueled speculation, and soon the world was buzzing with questions. Who was Dakota Johnson to Chris Martin? Was this just another Hollywood fling, or was something deeper taking root? The mystery kept fans on edge. And little did anyone know, behind the scenes, Dakota was already reshaping Chris's life in ways no one could have predicted. It wasn't just about romance. Insiders close to the couple revealed that Dakota brought Chris a sense of grounding, a kind of emotional stability he hadn't felt in years. Friends described her as his anchor, a calming presence who helped him navigate the stormy waters of fame. She encouraged him to slow down, to focus not only on music but also on living in the present. For someone like Chris, whose life was a whirlwind of global tours, press junkets, and endless commitments, this was revolutionary. Suddenly, the man known for writing anthems of heartbreak was rediscovering joy through love. But here's where things get even more intriguing. In 2018, eagle-eyed fans spotted Dakota Johnson at multiple Coldplay concerts. She wasn't just in the crowd, she was backstage, sharing quiet moments with Chris before he went on stage. These glimpses sparked a media frenzy. Tabloids speculated, blogs went wild, and social media couldn't stop talking. Every new appearance felt like a clue, a piece of a puzzle fans were desperate to complete. And yet, both Dakota and Chris remained silent, refusing to confirm what everyone already suspected. This silence only heightened the anticipation. Now, imagine the power of a single gesture. During one Coldplay performance, Chris Martin took a pause between songs and dedicated his music to someone special. He didn't say her name, but fans swore they saw Dakota in the audience, her eyes shining with emotion. That moment sent shockwaves across social media. Was Chris Martin finally expressing his feelings publicly, without words? Fans replayed the footage over and over, analyzing every detail, every look, every smile. The tension was undeniable, and just when it seemed the mystery might unravel, Dakota Johnson herself made a rare move. In an interview, she spoke, carefully, cautiously, about happiness, love, and the importance of privacy. She didn't mention Chris by name, but her words carried a weight that fans couldn't ignore. It was a subtle confirmation, one that added fuel to an already burning fire. Dakota wasn't just a passing figure in Chris Martin's life. She was shaping it, inspiring it, and perhaps even redefining it to be why now the world was hooked. Every sighting of the couple, whether at a Malibu restaurant, walking hand in hand, or attending star-studded events, turned into breaking news. What made their story so captivating wasn't just the romance, but the transformation happening within Chris Martin himself. He seemed lighter, more at peace, and more in tune with his emotions. Even his music began to reflect this shift. Songs that once carried undertones of sadness and longing now shimmered with hope, love, and possibility. Could Dakota Johnson truly be the muse behind this new chapter in Chris's artistry? Midway through the story, let's pause and ask, what is it about Dakota Johnson that makes her influence on Chris Martin so undeniable? Is it her quiet strength, her unwavering privacy, or her ability to see beyond the fame and into the man himself? Stay with us, because the answer reveals the depth of their bond, and it might just change the way you see their love story forever. In Hollywood, where relationships are often fleeting and drama reigns supreme, Chris and Dakota have defied expectations. They built their connection not on spectacle, but on trust. Reports suggest that Dakota formed a close bond with Chris's children, further solidifying her role in his life. This wasn't just romance, it was family. Insiders claim that Chris valued Dakota's ability to seamlessly blend into his world while still maintaining her independence as a celebrated actress. For him, this balance was priceless. But what about the moments that fans never see? Those quiet evenings away from the cameras, where Chris picks up his guitar and Dakota listens intently, offering feedback and encouragement. Those mornings in Malibu where they stroll along the beach, free from the spotlight, just two people in love. These are the fragments of life that rarely make headlines, yet they're the ones that truly reveal how Dakota Johnson changed Chris Martin's life. And here comes the climactic payoff. At a Coldplay concert in 2021, Chris Martin stopped mid-performance. The lights dimmed, the crowd hushed, and he turned toward the audience. With a smile, he dedicated the next song to Dakota. This time, he spoke her name, and the arena erupted. Fans screamed, phones lit up, and social media exploded with clips of the heartfelt moment. It was the confirmation the world had been waiting for, the private love story, finally acknowledged in public. For Chris Martin, this was more than just a dedication. It was a declaration, a moment of vulnerability, of truth, and of love. Since then, their relationship has continued to grow, weathering the storm of public scrutiny and emerging stronger each time. Whether walking red carpets, attending family events, or supporting each other's careers, Chris and Dakota have proven that their bond isn't just a Hollywood fantasy, it's real. And for fans, watching their love unfold has been nothing short of captivating. So, what does the future hold for Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson? Will wedding bells ring? Will Dakota inspire even more music that defines a generation? One thing is certain, Dakota Johnson has forever changed Chris Martin's life, not only by loving him but by inspiring him to embrace joy, stability, and authenticity in ways he never had before. And now, we turn the question over to you. Do you believe Dakota and Chris are on the path to forever? Should they keep their love private or share more with the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your take. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe to HOLLYNEWS TV, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates on your favorite stars. Because this story, much like their love, is far from over. But perhaps the most fascinating part of this untold story lies in the subtle details, the quiet changes that fans almost miss, but that insiders can't stop pointing out. Chris Martin, once known for his restless energy and his constant search for meaning, began to slow down, not in his music, but in his lifestyle. Dakota Johnson encouraged mindfulness, balance, and a sense of grounding that reshaped his perspective. People close to the couple say that Chris found himself more present than ever, living not in the past of heartbreaks or the future of uncertainties, but in the now. And for an artist whose lyrics so often dwell on time slipping away, this shift was monumental. Behind closed doors, Dakota and Chris developed rituals that reinforced their bond. Sources describe how Dakota often visited Chris while he was recording in the studio, not to interfere, but to simply sit and listen. Her quiet encouragement, her thoughtful presence, became part of the creative process. Chris, inspired by her feedback, began weaving subtle tributes to love, resilience, and intimacy into his music. Fans, always quick to decode lyrics, found themselves wondering, was Dakota the hidden muse behind this era of Coldplay? Songs like My Universe and Coloratura carried themes of boundless love and cosmic connection that seemed to mirror the very essence of their relationship. And yet, the path was not without challenges. At various points, the tabloids screamed about breakups, reconciliations, and rumors of tension. Hollywood thrives on speculation, and for a couple that valued privacy, the constant media glare was relentless. In 2019, stories of a supposed split made headlines, only to be followed months later by photographs of Chris and Dakota together again, hand in hand. For fans, this roller coaster became part of the narrative, proof that their love was not just a fairy tale, but something real, tested, and resilient. Here's where the tension deepens. With Chris Martin's past relationship with Gwyneth Paltrow and the famous, conscious uncoupling still a cultural reference point, many wondered how Dakota would fit into that picture. The answer surprised everyone. Instead of rivalry or distance, Dakota embraced Chris's co-parenting relationship with Gwyneth. Reports of family dinners, joint vacations, and friendly outings painted a picture not of fractured families, but of unity. For Chris, this was transformative. The ability to bridge his past and present, to see harmony where many expected chaos, was a testament to Dakota's influence. Think about that for a moment. In an industry known for rivalry and headlines that pit women against each other, Dakota chose grace. And in doing so, she helped Chris find a balance that many believed was impossible. This wasn't just about love, it was about rebuilding family, redefining what it means to move forward while honoring the past. That, perhaps, is one of the greatest ways Dakota Johnson changed Chris Martin's life forever. And then came the bold moments that shattered their silence. Remember the Malibu sightings? The festivals where they appeared together, laughing under the sun? Or the viral clip where Chris spotted Dakota in the crowd, pointed, and blew her a kiss while singing to thousands of fans? These were not random displays. They were deliberate, powerful affirmations that spoke louder than any interview. Each gesture became a spark, igniting global conversations, trending hashtags, and endless speculation about what might come next. But here's a teaser you won't want to miss. Insiders have whispered that Chris has written unreleased songs directly inspired by Dakota, songs so personal, so intimate, that they may never see the light of day unless the moment is right. Can you imagine a hidden collection of Coldplay tracks, born from one of the most private love stories in Hollywood? If those songs are ever released, they could redefine not only Coldplay's discography, but also cement Dakota's role as Chris's ultimate muse. The story crescendos with one undeniable truth. Chris Martin, once a man defined by heartbreak and introspection, is now living in a chapter of love, stability, and transformation. Dakota Johnson didn't just enter his life, she rewrote it. She gave him space to heal, courage to open up, and a reason to embrace joy. For Chris, this wasn't just about finding a partner. It was about rediscovering himself. As fans continue to speculate, will there be an engagement, a wedding, perhaps even a musical collaboration? One thing is clear, this love story has already made history. It has captivated millions, inspired new music, and proven that even in the unforgiving glare of fame, true love can flourish quietly, gracefully, and powerfully. And now we ask you once more, what do you think the future holds for Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin? Could this be Hollywood's most enduring love story, one that defies the odds and sets a new standard for celebrity relationships? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to HOLLYNEWS TV for more breaking updates on the love story that continues to capture the world's heart.